Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel and this is one of my dogs, Gus. We're going to be doing a nice full body flow for flexibility today. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat. And you could place your hands on your knees and we're just going to kind of make a circle with our upper body. So you can pick one direction and just kind of start to move. Kind of move your chest back a little bit over to the side and then forwards. And you can make your circle as big as you'd like. And it might feel a little weird at first. Feel free to close your eyes, and it doesn't matter what this looks like, just how about how it feels. And just do one more circle going the way you are going, and then you can switch sides and maybe starting small and getting a little bigger. Maybe even noticing how your sit bones feel on the ground. Maybe taking a deeper breath in and out. And taking one more big circle on this side or this direction. And finding your way back through center. Awesome, you guys. If your eyes are closed, you can open them up. We're going to make our way into tabletop, onto our hands and knees. And from here, we're just going to kind of make that same, well, it's actually different, but we're going to try to make a circle shape with the shoulders. Maybe the hips are going to get involved, but just pick a direction. And I kind of like to think of maybe the left shoulder to start and making a circle to the side and forwards and over with just that left shoulder. And the kind of whole body can get into it. And we're just going to switch sides or switch directions that we're making this circle in. Maybe you're feeling a nice little stretch through your wrists or your hips. And maybe one shoulder is your guide, or maybe you've found your groove and your whole body is making a nice big circle in any way that feels good. Maybe it's more like a figure 8 shape. Either way, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to slow down and find center. Adjust your tabletop so your wrists are under your shoulders, your fingers are spread nice and wide. Tuck your toes. Take a big inhale. Exhale into your downward facing dog, pushing into your palms, sending your hips nice and high. And then a little circle movement maybe with your hips. Your heels can lift a bit. Maybe the weight shifts between your hands. Maybe your shoulders are getting involved again. Maybe even the ankles. And then switch directions. Don't worry about what this looks like. About how it feels is way more important. Just make some circle shapes with the hips or the whole body. Awesome work, you guys. Find your center again. Take an inhale. Gaze forwards. Exhale. Walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. With an inhale, lift halfway. Nice long spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, let's find our way all the way up to standing, reaching up, maybe looking up. Exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart, down to your sides. Take a shoulder roll. Roll your shoulders back and down. Make a circle with your shoulders. Maybe do that again, and maybe one more time. With a big inhale, start to reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's plant our hands and take just our left foot back into a lunge. You can lower your knee, untuck your back toes. We're going to heel toe our right foot over to the edge of our mat for a lizard. Turn your foot out on an angle. Bring your knee out to the side. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Let your hips get nice and heavy. Options here. You could drop down onto your forearms, get into your hips a lot more. If you want to add a twist, keep your left hand on the edge of your mat. Turn your chest to the right. Continue to let your hips get heavy. Maybe reach up if you would like. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. One more inhale. Exhale, come out of the twist if you are in it. Just start to heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat. Send your hips back. Half splits. Maybe pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. Find that nice stretch through your front leg. And now if you want to get a little bit fancy, we're going to try and twist from here. So I want you to keep your left hand down. It's just an option. You might get wobbly. So if you want to play, let's play. Bring your left hand to the side of your foot though, or the side of your leg. Maybe even on the edge of your mat. And then just start to turn your chest towards the right. And your right hand's probably going to lift. You can find your hip. It could reach up, and you might want to point your toes of that right foot up towards the ceiling to wake up that leg. So you can push into that heel to find the balance. Take another inhale. Let the exhale bring you back down gracefully. Nice work, you guys. Enjoy your half split for another moment. Let your chest get heavier maybe. Nice work. And then use an inhale, bend into your front knee, heel toe your foot to the left side, lay down your shin for pigeon. You can scoot your heel towards that left hip. Taking an inhale to lengthen, lift the chest. Exhale. If you want to tip forwards, you can tip forwards, maybe onto your forearms, maybe all the way down. Resting your chest, resting your forehead. Awesome work, you guys. Lifting your chest back up as you inhale. Plant your hands as gracefully as you can. Find your downward facing dog. Tuck your back toes. Lift yourself up. Find your downward dog. Take your time. Once you do get there, use a nice big inhale. Look forwards. Exhale. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale. Half lift. Exhale. Fold. Inhale all the way up. Reach up. Look up maybe. Exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart to your sides. 3 big shoulder rolls. Big circles with the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll them down. One more. Awesome, you guys. Big inhale, start to reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, take your right foot back. You can let your knee come down. Untuck your back toes. Heel toe your foot over for your lizard. Let your knee fall out to the side. Sink into your hips. So good for those hips. If you want to melt it down onto your forearms or stay on your hands, great. If you want to twist, keep your right hand down. Turn your chest to the left. Let those hips get closer to the floor. Maybe your big reach up. Awesome job, you guys. One more inhale. Let the exhale bring you back out of your twist. Plant your hands and heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat, sending your hips back for your half split. So you don't have to get fancy. You don't have to do the twist in the half split. It can get quite wobbly. So don't worry if you want to skip it today. Flex your foot maybe. I find that I can find my balance a lot better if I'm pointing my toes up, keeping this leg active. So if you want to give it a try, feel free. Your right hand can stay planted. And we're going to be turning the chest to the left. So it's easier too if you let the left hand lift, your twist can get a little bigger maybe. Left hand to the hip or reaching up. Maybe pointing your toes up towards the ceiling a little more. Feel the pressure on the back of that heel. Push your heel into the ground. One more inhale. Awesome job, you guys. Exhale, come out of your twist. Take a breath in your half split. Soften your shoulders, and then using an inhale, bend your front knee. Heel toe your foot over to the right. Lay down your shin. Scoot your foot towards your hip. Inhale, lift through the chest. And then exhale to maybe fold forwards. Just letting the upper body get a little heavier. Not here too long today, so enjoy. Settle right in. Nice work, you guys. Using an inhale, let's start to move. Lift up. Find your downward facing dog as gracefully as you know how. Push into your palms. Take a nice big inhale. With the exhale, lower your knees down to your mat and bring your knees together, your feet together. Start to tuck your toes under. Finding a lovely toe squat with a few options. So tuck your toes under so you're feeling the length through the bottom of your toes. And then you can keep some weight in your hands. You could sit back on your heels, maybe place your hands in your lap. Or if you want to bring your hands back down again and try to float the knees, you could also play around with that. So if you let your heels fall towards the floor, you might feel less of a stretch through the toes, but maybe it feels good on the ankles, so that's up to you. If you want to get back into the toes, maybe you're going to lift your heels nice and high. And your knees, well, they can be anywhere between the floor and your chest, I suppose. But you might also take flight. Let your hands float. And maybe instead of stretching your toes, you're just strengthening your ankles, and that's good too. Nice job, you guys. You can also keep your hands down, focus on the toes, maybe lift the knees a little more, lift the heels a little more. And then slowly we're gonna come back down, bring your knees down, bring your hands down, everything. Tabletop. Give your ankles a shake. Tap those toes if you were feeling a really awesome stretch through them. And then you can cross your ankles. Have a seat. Nice job today, guys. That is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me and Gus. He was very helpful today. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, namaste.